Guys, what is going on? Welcome and happy Monday. Yeah, it's a Monday, all right. We're here to fight Flannery. We're here to fight Flannery. Yeah. And you know, also figure out what else we can do along the way. It's been a struggle because we've had technical difficulties. How you guys doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Welcome. I'm going to try to get into the game here for the sake of time. This is our part 2. Welcome, Dustin. You are the first back. What's up?
Give me a hell yeah!
First one back in the chat. Where's the game? Oh, that's okay. This part will work. It's not just me saying that with sense of optimism, although I do have that. Is that the one? Yep. All right, cool. I have 2 copies of this game running currently. That's untenable. All right, here we are. This is the one we want. Is it going to work for you guys? Oh, there it is. I don't know, Dustin. I don't think it was... I really have no idea, but I went to go unplug a controller and plug it back in because I was just getting a lot of like the little ticking bar, you know, the little, you know, computers thinking. What's up, Herbal? Welcome. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah, that'll be cool. Thank you for that sub when that comes around. Yeah, it's easy when you got the Amazon Prime. If you're already paying for it, you know, you guys got a free sub you can give out. Thanks for sending it this way, Herbal. But yeah. Yeah, Dustin, it was weird. I just went to go because everything was starting to slow down and like, I don't know, I noticed that the computer just seemed to be chugging. So I was like, okay, let me go and unplug this controller USB and just like turn it off at the base. And when I was over there, I noticed, oh, the RetroTink is still plugged into this thing. It doesn't have its own power. That's a lot of power going to the RetroTink. You know, that might have affected my you know, controller here hooked up by USB. So I went to just turn off the, you know, like down at the USB strip, turn off the RetroTink, and it was then that like the game went black here. And then I started getting a message, you know, once I tried to reset about like, oh, it can't find the save state and stuff. And then it only showed 2 games in the whole library. Even when I went to like, you know, show all games or whatever, you know, and, I don't know, I reset and then it, this time it had the library pulled up. However, the save from last time is gone. So we saved while we were like in here at one point today. I know that we saved, but that's okay. You know, we lost a little bit of progress. We truly hadn't done a whole lot. We had caught a Torchic, and that was a difficult catch. It's been a Monday for sure. Oh yeah, Rhodes, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome.
Poggers!
Sorry for all the tech diffs.
This is the way.
All right, gonna see a buddy perform tonight. I'm hoping he doesn't have a case of the Mondays too. No, I don't want to put that mojo on him. Do, 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 do. All right, I'm gonna get. Yeah, I'm gonna get him out. We're gonna do everything we did before the computer crashed on me, except we're gonna do it all better. It has been a Mondo Monday. Yep. In fact, I can even just go in there and deal with some inventory stuff now. I should have refilled the coffee all the way before I started. Rookie mistake. Move items. Wait. That's not the one I want. Yeah, never mind. Parv's PC. I was like, move items, huh? And then I'm seeing a bunch of Pokemon. I'm not sure, Palpuck. I don't think I haven't made it to one yet, but I'm curious. Yeah, maybe there's like an even bigger city, or man, I guess it doesn't have to be in a big city necessarily. They got the the equivalent of the Pokemon outlets somewhere. That's like some town's claim to fame. There's a couple things I'm going to get rid of. Or that I'm going to save for like a final team. That includes some of these supplements. Carbos. Protein. Doop, boop, 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 boop. Promotes growth but reduces speed. HP up. Oops. Crash. I'm going to keep charcoal because we're going to use that with that Torchic that we're going to catch. Burn, heal, moonstone. I'll keep a moonstone in there. Could use this energy powder since all it is just an HP restoration of 50. So probably so. I also wonder, you know, we might be getting close to where we're going to be dealing with some electric Pokemon as well. Or yeah, you know, I think I might have an option for like Stun Spore or something. Maybe if I go into our boxes. Do 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 do. Okay, yeah, I think that's good for now. Oh, let's see. We got Slack Off. Yep, Lazy Boy's in our party. Dancer. Let me take another quick peek at the box here. I'm glad we have Yawn, but is there a better option? I would think that would be something that like Oddish would get, or maybe Roselia. Haven't seen you in a while. You do have Stun Spore. That's pretty sweet. I could think about getting you in. Well, it's just, you know, you're gonna get fried, I guess. That's the only issue. You're gonna get burned. Yeah. We don't have a great option for it right now for catching this Torchic. I think now that I know what I know, I think we can get a little bit faster. I'll bring it down, lower HP, and shoot, I could even just go ahead and buy some balls now. Need them. All right. Now I can keep Slack Off in the game. You know, keep them oceaned up. Hey, thank you guys for chilling. Again, happy Monday. Sorry for all the technical issues. Rhizome, what's up, buddy? Welcome. How you doing, man? Happy Monday. I got a run-in today. I started a little later than I meant to, and I didn't get one in last week. Sadly, it's been hard trying to get back into the routine, but today got to me a little bit. Did the old dry heaves. The usual when I'm getting back in shape. This time I timed it just perfectly. Of course, there was no timing involved. It's involuntary reflexes here, but there was this guy that I was like, man, he's he's kind of on the inside. I was about to hit the hardest hill on the part of the run I was on, and he kind of had the inside track where, you know, he's walking at a pretty good pace. It probably, you know, he seems like he's in pretty good shape and is like doing about as fast as you can walk without looking like you're speed walking necessarily, you know. And at this point, I am chugging. I'm just, you know, I'm really bogging down. I don't run that fast anyway, you know, it's definitely more of a jog. But then when I hit the hills, you know, it's like I can kind of put it in a low gear and, you know, usually I'm okay, especially if I'm in shape. Funny, right? How that works. But yeah, I see this guy and I'm realizing I'm running out of juice, which I hate because, man, I can usually run beyond this hill and way beyond before without that ever happening, you know? So I'm always a little frustrated when I feel it happening, you know, and just is what it is. I'm out of shape, so I should, like Pop said, I mean, I really shouldn't be pushing myself, but sure enough, I got up to them, and I have to sort of take the outside, which is a little bit longer and a little steeper. And like, it was right. Oh, look at this, a Houndour. It was right when I got next to him that my body kind of just was like, all right, that's enough, and I felt the. But I, you know, started having a few dry heaves. And felt a bit embarrassed, of course, because I just passed this guy. I really was like pretty much just past them and was like so that essentially while I'm dry heaving, they're like walking faster than I am beyond me, and I had slowed to a walk at that point, you know. I'm just like, oh man, oh shoot, that's gonna kill it. I think that's the first one I've seen. Hey, Shiny Carp, welcome. Missed opportunity. Yeah, we're doing. So I'm doing a special hack of this game, Emerald 386. It lets us get all 386 Pokemon in one game. So, with some pretty sweet. It feels pretty vanilla, honestly. Like a lot of the changes implemented to help you get all 386 they feel like, you know, could have been something Game Freak could have done. So yeah, I know I did put a good dog down. Ah, that's the first one we saw today too. First one of those. Laysai. That's okay. So now we need a Torchic, a Houndour, is that? I'm gonna ride around in the grass. We found a Torchic in here earlier, and then I lost my save file, sadly. Went to unplug a controller, and something went haywire. There it is. I do the hop. You know, a goal for today would be to explore these caves, and then I would like to get in and do that gym. I mean, we're right there. Here we go. Torchic.
Oh my god!
Alright, so I'm gonna get in and fake out. And then we'll bring in Slack Off maybe and start doing a little bit of... I think I could get in one Nightshade though. Shiny Carp, yeah, you know, I don't know. I think maybe I really like the Gen 2 stuff the most. Well, it's funny because I ended up with gold somehow, and I don't know, I traded with somebody, I guess, which it's like, I had silver, and I really liked that card and everything, but I somehow ended up with gold eventually. But yeah, I recently played Crystal for the first time a couple years ago, and I really liked it. Don't kill this thing. I really, really enjoyed it, and there's still some generations I haven't played yet, you know, but like this is my first time doing anything Gen 3. Although I did play those like Fire Red, Leaf Green, the you know, my thing is I was there for like the first wave of Pokemon, well, Pokemania, I suppose. And I really enjoyed Gens 1 and 2, and then I kind of I sort of tuned it all out for a while, and then came back for the remake stuff of Fire Red, Leaf Green, and then the remakes of Gen 2. So I skipped Gens 3 and 4 really, and then it was like Pokemon White and Black that got me back into it, and what? I didn't mean to do that. I meant to throw a ball. All right, I gotta pay attention. Sorry. I should say no one is doing anything wrong except me. I should be able to talk and play at the same time. Throw a ball. Here we go, lazy boy. Well, yeah, I think Gen 2 is my favorite. I really enjoyed Crystal, so right now I'd probably say that. And yeah, what about you? Only thing from Gen 4 that I've played is the, well, you know, the like Brilliant Pearl. Or yeah, we did Shining Pearl, I guess. Eventually I'd like to go back and play the, you know, do Platinum, I guess, I suppose. That was the third one. Chick Pokemon. There it is. Torchic caught. Yeah. Yeah. Heart Gold, Soul Silver is really sweet. I really enjoyed those games. And yeah, honestly, that's probably... I haven't played those in a while, but for a long time, those were my favorites. I think having gone back and played Crystal, I was like, oh, cool. I still enjoy the Gen 2... original Gen 2, you know, visuals and sound and stuff. It's all very nostalgic, but yeah, those are great. Probably the best games in a lot of ways to me. The Heart Gold, Soul Silver, for sure. Yeah, I got Soul Silver and I was stoked on that. Had the Pokewalker and stuff. That was fun. That's a great game. You know what? We're gonna Sriracha. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do Sriracha. We have a new chance this time. Sriracha. Hello, Sriracha. All right, let's save. And honestly, I really hope that it keeps our file. Those games really did so much well, Shiny Carp, the Heart Gold, Soul Silver. And, you know, it was like, I also just think about how much stuff was there too, in addition to just the core gameplay of catching and you know, battling. Yeah, it's definitely a very complete experience. I'd probably say those are like the best, to me the best games. Maybe favorite in terms of like, yeah, you know, not necessarily the best, but it means something to you. Maybe the Gen 2 stuff, I think, yeah. Original Gen 2, yeah. I gotta play those sometime. I'd like to. I haven't played them since around the time they originally came out. Alright, we don't need any more Torchic. Now that's all we're gonna see, huh? I'd like to see another Houndour? And Houndoom is the other one, I guess, right? Alright. Maybe they're in these caves too, I don't know. Yeah, I got the save in, Palpuck. We'll do a double whammy. So I'm pretty sure I got all the way through the process. It was still highlighted, which seems like a good sign, but a reminder doesn't hurt. But maybe I'll go ahead and get in the cave, and then, you know, make a little forward progress. For all I know, some of the ones we're looking for might be in there, or that Houndour I was seeing. The Hounds of Hell. This is Rose speaking. My Shroomish worked especially hard to get the win. Had to go through a lot of spiritual anguish. We got the win in the end. Get to hopping. There you go. Okay, into the fiery path. My thought was that I was going to teach Lazy Boy strength. And we might keep him around, and then at least he'll be able to push boulders. Now I just hope he can learn it. Down at the bottom, maybe? Yeah. Doo-doo. Teach the egg. Lazy Boy wants to learn the move Strength. I don't know if this is a good idea. Let me see. Another normal move. Well, it's better than Scratch, I suppose. It is better than Scratch. You know what? Whatever. Let's get rid of Scratch then. Alright. Now he can push boulders. We can't do the push. We can't push the boulders until we get a badge, huh? Oh, okay. We've only broken rocks up to this point. Well, we've had strength for a bit. Oh, that's funny. I didn't even realize that. Huh. I was really confused as to why it wasn't. I couldn't walk up and just, you know, hit the button and then get the like auto text about like, oh, you know, would you like to use strength, or so-and-so can move a boulder. Well, let's try that other cave then.
Came in here. No problems.
So, the wife and I played some Final Fantasy VII this weekend. Forgot to mention that earlier. We got a little FF7 in, and a couple of pivotal moments too. Including, well, her just seeing what happens at the end of the sequence in, what is the area called? Oh, it's after you. It's not the Northern Crater, but it's like, oh, the City of the Ancients, I believe. Or, oh, yeah, there's a pivotal scene there. If you don't know anything else about the game, but you know one thing, other than the main character has really spiky hair. If you know a second thing, it's probably this sequence that we got to see. And what am I going to do? To spoil that, you know? Who knows? It's an old game, but I want to get over here to the left, actually, and my wife did know what was coming, or at the very least knew that was coming at some point. I don't know if she knew it was happening then. She might have, by the fact that I kept trying to pass the controller back to her. No, you should do this part, babe. Okay, so progress is kind of stopped if we go that way. Now what, can I do this? My shop. Okay. My shop. What have you done to my shop? I wonder how I get to that other cave. Let me just, I'm curious now that I've been in this one. I'm curious which cave it was that oh, whoops. Zombie A, welcome back 1-800. Zombie Anton had told us that there was or he had sent a message on Discord. Not a message, but had posted to our Discord a map with a picture showing it had circled one of these caves, and I haven't looked back at it just because I was like, oh, I see 2 caves, let's just go check them out. But I don't know that I can get to this one just yet. Let's keep hopping, and maybe there's another way we can get down there. Although maybe it's strength that does it. I don't know. You know, maybe it's like moving strength in that cave is what kind of gets us. Can't jump down there. Yeah, I don't think it connects to like stuff that we have access to right now. I don't believe. Get up in the bushes, boy. Okay. All right. Well, maybe we come back with strength, and maybe that means it's about time to challenge this gym here. All right. Let's save, and then let's prep for a little gym fight, shall we? This egg has still not hatched. Could be with us for a while. Maybe I'll ditch it since we're about to hit the gym. 1-800 just hit the gym. She's back already.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Let's move some Pokémon. Would love to use this Torchic right now, but I don't think it... You know, we're about to go up against a bunch of fire Pokémon, so... Alright, let's ditch this thing. Let's put this egg here. We'll get it back in the party so we can walk it around. But in the meantime, it can chill here. Now, I guess we're good with... Oops. Slackoth in the party for now. What are you? Oh, a Delcatty, that's right. It's got a little... Yeah, it's got the little airport pillow around its neck. Neck rest pillow. Lombre. I like Lombre. I'm about to go up against some fire Pokemon though, so may not be the best choice. We do have got these two. They've got Thunder Wave. That's cool. They can do paralysis. Something I didn't think about. Plusle and Minun. Let's see. I haven't been training a Geodude because I use them in other of these games too much. There's too much of the Geodude. I'm giving the dude a break. We have another Talos. Oh no, it's in our party already, huh? Yeah. Is it time to get Eevee involved? I mean, we could turn that thing into whatever, I suppose. It's not going to help us for this I don't know if we really have anything else that's going to help us with this next area. The gym, rather, because... everything's about as good as... Oh, Paris is rock, right? It's got like a weird, that's bug and grass. Oh, okay. Right, okay. I'm tempted to get this Paris in. It's gonna get, excuse me, it's gonna get burned up pretty quickly, but maybe we'll throw it in the party. I mean, there's Porygon. Yeah, you're too low level. Oh, Joe Camel. All right, sorry. Just been looking around. It's fun to look at all the pokes. Let's do this one. I made up my mind. We're gonna bring a Paris in. A lot of the others are too low level to make really do anything for us. So it's either we try to level up something like Eevee, or we can try to get this Paris involved, possibly. I don't have a purpose for this Eevee just yet. I'd like to know it's I don't know, I'd like to have an end game in mind with it. Paris is gonna get burned up being part grass. Yeah, let's bring Eevee in. I'm gonna do it. Wait, not the... oh, that's how you just grab items. Right, okay. I meant to hit move Pokemon. Alright, let's get that Eevee in. It's been languishing in this box, so it's got a ways to go, but we need to start working it in, I suppose. I don't have an experience share yet. I wonder when that's going to be coming. Might have missed it, too. I like you, so why don't you go into this box here? Yeah, I'm gonna get Eevee in the front anyway. We'll start working on Tails here. Time for them to shine. I think we're about ready. Let's give a save. Oh, Lucy's missing some HP, so let's just heal up. I wonder if this is where we'll get the HM for strength. Rather, you have to be like granted the by way of having the badges. That's what, unlocks the power. It's interesting because this game has had us getting a few HMs before we're actually able to like unlock the, we've hit the gym requirement for that, so. Yeah, I've never used either of those. Would be interested in them because I'm not going to use a Gengar, and I'm not going to use an Alakazam this playthrough. Her passion for Pokemon burns stronger and hotter than a volcano. Don't get too close to her, you'll burn. Hose her down with water, and then go for it.
Dude, don't encourage him.
Alright, we're gonna go hose Flannery down with water. Do 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 do. Oh, Flannery, huh? Okay. What's going on in this dungeon? This one has our tails is special. It's got multiple tails. All right, we've got holes here. We've got holes. Oh, and people coming out of the holes too. As much as I love mountains, I especially love volcanoes. All right.
There's miracles around you every day if you just stop to take the time and just sort of pluck them out of the air.
Is that so? All right, Tails. I did not mean to run once or twice there. That's okay. We got a couple here that are gonna be, we're really gonna be leaning on, Dancer and Mr. Mud. Yeah, that would make sense, Palpuck. Unless you just get the one and then you're kind of supposed to do breeding for others, but yeah, be curious to know how it works. Well, it seems to me I lost without ever being in control. Story of my life. Here comes another one. Come on, get with it. Let's go before my feelings cool.
I tend to get bogged down in anxiety.
I like the sprites of the guys we're fighting here, the Kindler. My name's Jace. Kindler Jace. Kindler's not part of my name. It's actually just, you know, what I do. It's my occupation. Alright, you shouldn't do anything, Tails. You're gonna get yourself killed.
Great American food.
Made some pasta last night that's really good. Used for the protein, we did some tempeh that we fried up, or I guess, you know, grilled up, really. I don't know. Light fry? Cooked in a frying pan with yeah. We're not talking like deep frying here. No. It's so hot, and yet my heart is clutched by ice. Man, so dramatique. I love it. The way the battling spirit burns within you, you may stand a chance against our leader. You know, I love that when you're working your way through a gym and there's a bunch of trainers along the way. You get a lot of a couple things. You get either they're all building you up, you know, wow, you might actually stand a chance, or they're like, you know, you get kind of a, oh, you know, whatever, you might have gotten past me, but you'll never beat. I feel like every gym is just finding different, you know, ways to different configurations of that, you know. It can be really good, Palpuck, and it's pretty versatile, like tofu and, you know, I mean, other proteins and beans, etc. This one we do more of a crumble, and we made like we did like a tricolor rotini, you know, as the pasta. Sort of did this, cooked the you know, in a frying pan by crumbling the tempeh, and it got a nice sort of kind of ground feel to it. Whoa. Oh, yikes, it's hot. Yeah, we got hot springs holes. Can your Pokemon withstand 392 degree heat? Well, yeah, I've had it in a few ways. Like, it can be good on sandwiches. It's a good, like, sandwich meat. And then this was good with it, you know, being with the pasta and stuff. Did a lot of... we had, like, the... you know, roasted artichokes or yeah, we had like artichokes and garlic artichokes rather, and roasted red, what is it? Yeah, red bell peppers or roasted, I can't talk right now. The tomatoes. What am I going for here? You know what I'm saying. Yeah. Thanks for the lurk, Rotes. Yeah, man, enjoy your live and yeah. Again, is it too late to say happy birthday one more time? I gotta say, we also have a really sweet iguana Pokemon on the screen right now. Or chameleon looking thing. Yeah, man. Well, happy birthday. Yeah, I'm glad it has been, man. Yeah. Well, enjoy your stream, and I would go lurk for now, but my computer's been... I feel like it's on it's on the edge tonight, so yeah, sorry, man. Enjoy your stream. I'll see you around soon. Well, I guess Tails needs to come out right away. I do love a good chameleon. I never saw that one. Yeah. What is that? I've got like, oh yeah, Rango. It's funny because there's a streamer by the name of Dangus Dangus Rango. Oh gosh, now I'm like mixing the two up, but like, yeah, Rango. I never saw Rango. I you know. At that point, I feel like it was already kind of... I feel like that at that point, everyone's already a little, you know... people are still going to want to talk about, I guess, you know... Still going to go on to talk a lot about Johnny Depp with the whole Amber Heard thing and, you know, so on and so forth. But I feel like at that point, that a lot of the sort of luster had worn off, or, you know, I don't know. What is I wonder what this one is. Oh, it's color change made it watertight. Well, that's not gonna work. Interesting little Pokemon there. I was wondering what we were doing, you know, just the look of a chameleon, but no, they gave us a little gameplay too. Well, let's fight the one that can't change its type. I meant to do water there. Whoops, I didn't back all the way up. Oh, yeah. I remember Charlie and the Chocolate, or no, what was his version? Yeah, his version was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I remember that coming out and just like kind of not being that excited from the previews and seeing the art style and stuff and just being like, I don't know, I didn't see Tonto. Yeah, I didn't see Tonto. water you to death now, I think. Or at least for one turn we can. There you go. Tonto sounds familiar, but I'm not remembering if that's the name of a character or the name of a movie. Oh, he was in Lone Ranger. I forgot. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Right. Of course. That Tonto. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Well, I'm glad I missed that. Says 2013. I think I don't even know how much I really like heard about this one back when it was out. Or it's kind of like, oh, someone's doing a Lone Ranger, you know. That was, oh, okay, you know. That was kind of the extent of how I remember it. There we go. I like that Pokemon. But yeah, I did go see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and it was not great. Like, it was not that good. And the art style, I feel, has really not aged well. Everything is so robbed of color, and I'll say this though. I mean, I missed a lot of stuff like Beetlejuice. I didn't watch as a kid. That was kind of one of those people like, you haven't seen that? You know, I didn't see Beetlejuice for the first time until like a couple years ago, I think. And saw these two fellas. I didn't, you know, I think Beetlejuice was pretty, I can appreciate, but I didn't, you know, I think it was kind of like, because I didn't see it as a kid like everyone else around me, or who folks who were older and saw it, you know, when it's first coming out and stuff. I feel like it's kind of one of those where you're kind of left hanging like, okay, yeah, I could see how that would have been a sensational thing and could really stick out in a lot of people's minds, but, you know, didn't really live up to the hype of everyone talking about it. At least I felt that way, yeah. Sorry, I switched from, I guess I switched to the director, huh? Those are both Tim Burton, right? I'm trying to relieve my stress. Don't come along and stress me out. In my head, sorry, I started switching to more talking about Tim Burton's style versus Johnny Depp, yeah. Didn't exactly make that clear. No, run away, Tails. Okay, Tails is growing up. That's nice to see. Let's get Mr. Mud involved once again. Is ground good against fire? I mean, I know that rock is, right? I would think that you could use mud shot too. There you go. Yeah. I agree too. I mean, I do really like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder. And yeah, it was in the process of talking about Johnny Depp in that movie that I kind of just started thinking about how, yeah, the way it was shot and everything, and just the colors are really flat, which, like, I get that black and white and, you know, shades of those are a big, you know, obviously I understand that that's a bit of what he's going here. There's an artistic vision at play here. It's just sometimes I can appreciate that vision more than others. We're to a new section here. I don't think I've made it to this little portion. I need to go heal up though. We should probably go easy here because we don't want to. Oh, there's a wall right there. Whoops. I'm gonna screw around and just go straight to the boss. Yeah, let me. I think if I go back up to this one. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna pop out and go get healed up. Hey, thanks for hanging. We had to do a little part 2 because we had some technical difficulties earlier. The game actually deleted our save. Rather, something went wrong with the computer. I should be very clear. This is not a. This is in no way because we're playing Emerald 386 or anything like that. It's just a. Yeah, me too. 1-800, and I will be a wuss about it. I like to run back to save points or healing spots. In this game, the Pokemon Center, stuff like that. Lots of times, I get a little nervous out in the field if I've got one or two that are starting to go down. And I know part of the gameplay is buying potions and things to keep yourself out longer, you know, and finding other ways to heal, whatever. But yeah, sometimes I'll kind of fall back on, let's just run back, you know? Exactly, yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to get a little break too. Thank you guys for your patience. This is kind of a slow burn today. No pun intended with this gym we're fighting, sadly. I wish I thought that one through, but yeah. No pun intended. We're working our way through it. It is a slow burn. But yeah. It's fun. I'm gonna save three more times. Cool. Let's go here. All right, guys, let's get a nice long break. Thanks again for your patience. I'll see you back here in a bit. BRB. Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Monday. It's good to see you. Welcome. Oh man, case of the Mondays around here, folks. Tell you what. But it looks like it's turning around for us. We're working our way through dungeon number 4. Dungeon, I always do that. Gym number 4 against Flannery, the fiery Pokemon gym leader. Yeah. How's your week going? How was your weekend? Hope you guys are doing well. Good to see you. Let's jump back into the game, shall we?
I killed you!
Alright, what? Go to the game. There it is. There it is. Nothing works around here today. That's hilarious. Let's lean into it, baby. We lost a save file earlier today.
Please don't make me do the dungeon over. Please.
And we lost it when I went to go pull a controller out. Or unplug and, you know, just like basically, you know, reset the USB connection. Sadly, that's all it took. Okay, now, let me ditch this menu that keeps popping up for us. Hide the HUD. All right, cool. We're all healed up. We're going to go back in the gym. I think we may still have another trainer or two we got to fight. And, yeah, see how it goes. Two holes. I don't know if I explored this hole yet. Anything back here? Okay. Just wondering if there might be an item.
In Japan, they call it ninja.
Okay. Seen these two guys. I think I've popped out of this one. Yeah. Oh, you can hop over that too. Let's see. I think I went through one of these and we ended up on the other side. One of these platforms here. Spend too much time buried in hot sand, it tuckers you out. Yeah, man. I hear ya. Happens all the time. Oh, here it is. You must be getting tired by now. You'd like to rest in the hot sand, wouldn't you? No, we just rested, man. But you should know that maintaining your willpower is an important ability for all trainers. These guys just sit in the hot sand all day. Kindling their fire Pokemon. Playing with their Slugmas. Be nice when Tails can do like a hit and run of some kind, but good old Dancer. Dancer is a potent Pokemon, also several levels higher than what we're up against, but then you know, you can see that sometimes with the trainers in the gyms, and then you get up to the gym leader themselves, and then they find out what levels you should truly be at. Another battle here, maybe? Okay, I'll battle with you. I like her, like, alert music here.
He's cheating on you. Dump his ass.
Here we go. Battle Girl Danielle. Can't say it. Danielle, the Battle Girl, wants to fight. Wait, what does Helping Hand do again? I feel like that's something we do when you're in like doubles matches. Doubles. tempted to use tails for something, but they could just get crushed quickly. Metatite. All right, here we go. I forget what I forget what metatite is. Is it fighting or something like that? Thought about bringing out our developer, but just one Pokemon. Come on, guys. We should bring a couple to the party. That'd be nice. I guess maybe this one you could... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Looks like progress, though. Let me just see what else there is. Yeah, there's this one. Okay, yeah, this is a dead end here. You have to pop out. Whoop. Your skill is real. Your skill is real, but our leader, Flannery, is strong. If you don't watch yourself, you'll be burned seriously. Yeah, I'm curious about Metatite. Let's check it out. Let me get this set up. Show my window. There it is. Needs to be a little smaller. There you go. Something like that. I don't remember where Metatite is. Is this yeah, introduced in Gen 3. Okay. I'm not, like, you know, there's still some Johto mons that I don't know. Because I've never caught them all. I'm working on that. Not in this file, but in a Crystal 251 file. It is fighting and psychic. Or at least, yeah. Fighting and psychic. Let's see about evolutions. Turns into this one. Okay. Metacham? Okay. Alright. Something to think about. It could fill some roles that I'm... There's a couple Pokemon I want to get away from, like... I don't care to use the Geodude line anymore, just because I've done it a million times. Golem, I love you to bits. But I can't use you anymore. Whoops. Alakazam, there's a few others. Gengar. Actually, I love all those trade evolutions. Hey, Sonic Lover, welcome. Oops. How are you? Happy Monday? He's lost. Way here. Boom. I like this multi-floor sauna here. Very nice. You can be blasted up and sink down and be blasted up through floors. It's really awesome. Damn it, that's the wrong way there. I gotta go a different way when I get to her. Guess I could just sort of pay more attention to where they are. I mean, you know. They're not teleporters. That one might just drop us out. The one there in the middle. This one probably takes us to... Okay, that might be worth checking out then. I was thinking that it might dump us out into that middle section. Well, let's just check it, whatever. That's a little closer. Let me see what's up. From here, that probably drops us into a part where you get dumped. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. That's funny. All right. Let's work through it. Hey. See how the flames blaze wildly? They flare in anticipation of my win. Oh, that's cool, Palpuck. He's a... Oh, that's how Slow King evolves, huh? I think I'd forgotten that. That's a trait evolution. Yeah, I never had I never had one of those on my own game pack. That's cool. There's a few of those in Gen 1 or 2 that I still, either I don't know them that well, or most of the time that's because I didn't have them, or there are a couple of the Gen 2 ones that it was like I would catch and then just not use, so you don't really get to, you know, if you're not watching the animation or whatever, you know, you kind of, you know, it's like you're not seeing those names over and over again, or, ow, it's gonna hurt. That's cool. What is I wonder what that does for Slowpoke. Or you're saying that's what evolves it? Is it like, sorry if I misunderstood. I think it's the latter. It has nothing to do with the situation here, but... Magmar, why don't you stay in there, Dancer? Get Eevee in there. Again, maybe. These other Pokemon are gonna have to, take some hits every now and then on behalf of leveling up Eevee. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't realize that. But yeah, I've never had a Slow King either, I don't think. I need a Slow King in my life.
Oh, dude, it smells so good. Num num.
Now you're playing with power. Superpower.
Playing with power and fire. Well, so what? I say, so what? I can walk on hot coals barefoot. Don't even think about trying it. Say what? Say what? I can walk on hot coals barefoot. Alright, here we go. Anything up here? Nope. Back to the beginning. We had missed that one, huh? That's funny. Alright, I mean, the Pokemon Center's right here. Might as well.
Listen.
Having a really good time with Zelda Wind Waker. We're gonna get back to that on Thursday and Friday. That's really fun. I've got the item we need to, basically the real world counterpart, that is the Tingle Tuner, is on the way. I'll have the, you know, GBA GameCube connection cable. I had to order one, but I ordered an OEM one, got it on the way. I called up a local store that I know sells a lot of, they typically still have a lot of retro accessories. Well, I'll say this, they're a lot better with the games, the titles and stuff. The accessories sometimes, you know, a bit understandable, I guess, but it seems like they don't really have many like bulk stocks of things like controllers and stuff, so there's usually not like a big, if you buy a console or something, you're not getting to like look at a few different controllers, or they don't have a whole lot of options if you go and want to check for accessories. But called them up and they didn't have an OEM one, sadly. They just had the I guess there's, a couple of companies out there making knockoffs, and I had seen some hit or miss stuff about it online, and part of the problem is that they try to do really cheap ways of like kind of replicating what you need to hook onto the top of the GBA, and they'll use these like clamps and stuff, and the original version used these little purple tab things that would kind of, you know, go in just right. I think I don't know, maybe I had the occasional disconnection. Now I'm curious, like I can't remember how, you know, if it ever slipped out or anything, or haven't used it since, well, the GameCube days. But yeah, I've got one on the way, and you plug that into, you know, one of the other slots on the GameCube, or in our case, the Wii. Whoops. And then you get what's known as a tingle tuner, where you can you have this extra functionality that's maps and some items you can use and a few other things. And I want to go this way. All right, let's get ourselves over to this. I think we got to be getting close to this gym leader.
That's what I'm talking about.
Today's been a weird one. Thanks for hanging. Yeah, sorry if I've been don't mean to bring down the collective stoke. I'm trying to stoke the fires, especially with it being thematic and this dungeon and all. Yeah, I think I just wore myself out a bit this morning, and kind of just was feeling a little weird after the run, which is pretty rare. Most of it's I don't regret that run. It's not many that I have, but generally a positive. But yeah, I do think I got myself a bit worn out. It's all good. I just gonna get some dinner after the stream. Eat some quick leftovers. Dang. Drops us out here, huh? There must be another one I'm missing. Another way. Must be. Can I drop in there? Oh, yeah, maybe you're... Yeah, is that the one that we need right there? To the right. Let me go at some of the ones I haven't checked out in a while. Just make sure I haven't been skipping something a few times. Yeah. Soup. Soup. This one puts us out, I believe, if I go straight down where she's pointing. Now there's this here. Okay. I've been going down to the right there, so I'm gonna hit that. Okay. Yeah. It's funny, it dropped me down right somewhere I didn't notice where we were. Okay. Try it again. Boom. Splat. Go jump into a hole and come out the other side. Do do do. I want to explore those again because I think I've done everything via this right portal here. So if I jump in the spa here, get rocketed up to the next level. We did the one on the left last time. Try the one on the right. I think this is where I want to be here. Yeah, sweet. There it is. I was seeing that the last couple times. I just we got to that new room and it was, you know, I didn't know if it left or right is what we wanted, but we got it. All right, let's fight Flannery. She looks like she's. I'm just looking at the sprite here. She looks pretty punky. I think we've got like some blue jeans, maybe. Dig the pink hair kind of swept over. It's a cool look. These two have a pretty fierce look, side by side. What do you think?
This is the way.
There's a specific sound I was looking for. Where'd it go?
I'm so excited.
Oh well. We save. And we talk to Flannery. There we go. Welcome. No, wait. Puny trainer, how good to see you've made it here. I have been entrusted with the... No, wait. I am Flannery, and I am the gym leader here. Whoa. We got a couple of sides to Flannery. Dare not underestimate me, though. I have been leader only a short time. With skills inherited from my grandfather, I shall, demonstrate the hot moves we have honed on this land. Woo! All right. She's got two sides to her. Look at Flannery. Hell yeah. I think I see a team something. Team, I don't know. Thought I was seeing an M on... Yeah, it's just part of the sprite. I kind of doubt it at this point, but let's see what we can do. Tails, you got anything, or are you just gonna die on the first round? Probably should have seen that coming. Not quite ready for prime time, Tails. Lazy Boy probably isn't either. He's probably gonna die here too. Yeah, that's okay. I got two of the Pokemon I sort of had the least hopes in. I'd probably throw a Cornelia in for this fight, but all right, here we go. So you just go for the throat. Go Dancer. Slugma. Man, tempted to have let's get Mr. Mud mixed in too. Love the boss fight music. You know, poor lazy boy, I know. I should have kept him in the party and had him, you know, he could have been a factor if he were a higher level right now, I think. I thought maybe he'd be able to get a yawn off. But once I saw that first attack, whatever that fire attack was that they led with, I was like, he might not survive this. I took down that first Pokemon. Sorry. I'd like to apologize to Lazy Boy. Taking down Camera Up in a couple of shots. That's nice to see. There you go, Mr. Mud.
Oh, baby, baby.
Torkoal. Okay. Something tells me it's all about this one. Is this the ace? Oh, look at this. Yeah, like a fire tortoise. Sunny day, yeah. Fire attacks are up, I think. Sunlight is strong. Paralyzed. Here we go. Yeah, there's the hyper potion. We got it down the one time, but let's see if we can do it a second time.
Okie dokie.
Ooh, nice crit. I'm gonna stick with Mr. Mud and see if he can finish the job here. And damn, that attack is strong, even when it was not very effective. What's he munching on here? A white herb restored its status. Okay, this thing's gonna be a problem. I'm tempted to try getting Lucy in for a sacrifice, because I'm guaranteed a hit right at the top here. I mean, Torkoal's, I bet it's got high defense. Hey Steven, welcome and happy Monday. I like Toros. Let's go fake out, right? Oh, hardly anything, yeah. That's okay. Another hyper potion, man. You might have Palpuck, yeah. Oh, that's cool, Steven. I always appreciate when people have fave Pokemons, you know. Of course, like, there's a lot of great final evolutions, but it's always sweet when people appreciate some of the Pokemon at the beginning or middle of that, you know, that evolutionary chain. All right, Lucy, you know what? You're probably gonna get taken out by that attack. They're setting up for it now. I don't think Lucy survives that. Overheat with sunny day. That seems to be the sort of kind of gadget play we're using here. The gimmick. Gimmick is an unkind term, yeah. Alright, it's probably gonna hyper potion, right? I was surprised it didn't just stop at the one. So, at this point, does it just do infinite hyper potions if it's situations like this? Torkoal fainted. Dancer gained 1,000 experience points. Would have loved to have seen that spread a little bit, but that's okay. Look at Flannery. Oh, I guess I was trying too hard. You know, Flannery looks very 2003, doesn't she? Do 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 do. When did this game? Well, this game came out in what? I think Emerald was a little bit later, but what, Ruby? Release date for those was 2002 in Japan and 2003 in North America. Early 2K3. Yeah, she looks very 2002, 2003. I've only recently become a gym leader. I tried too hard to be someone I'm not. I have to do things my natural way. If I don't, my Pokemon will be confused. Thanks for teaching me that. For that, you deserve this. Well, thank you. Flannery, I'd like to apologize for leaving you your message on red there for a very long time while I looked something up. If you have a heat badge, all Pokemon up to level 50, even those you get in trades from other people, will obey you completely. And it lets Pokemon use the HM move Strength outside of battle. Left her on unread, I suppose. I didn't read the message. This is a token of my appreciation. Don't be shy about taking it. TM50.
Okie dokie.
Overheat. Move inflicts serious damage on the opponent, but it also sharply cuts the special attack of the Pokemon using it. Really? It might not be suitable for longer battles. Interesting move. Her side sprite is funny too. Your power reminds me of someone. Oh, I know. You battle like Norman, the gym leader of Petalburg. Oh, you don't say. I think that's dear old dad. Speaking of which, I think we may have enough badges now to challenge our Faja.
You special.
Challenge the Faja. I'm sorry, I watched... Yeah, you guys know the story. I watched Goldmember a couple of weeks ago, and now all I can do is reference it every chance I get. Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, Bowerbuck, that's our battle wasn't exactly short, and yeah. It took a long time. It was still kicking ass, too. That move was. Pinky, how you doing? Welcome, and happy Monday. Oh, God. May's hit us up as soon as we've left the gym. Parv, long time no see. Oh, while I visited the hot springs, you got the Lavaridge gym badge? You must have collected good Pokemon. No, I believe you raised some. I guess it would be okay for you to have this. Obtain the Go Goggles. We did raise some, May, yeah. With these Go Goggles, you'll have no trouble getting through the desert near Route 111. But wow, Parv, challenging gyms. You're trying hard because you don't want to lose to me, I bet. Parv, I think I should challenge your dad in Petalburg Gym. See you again. Hops on the bike and rides away. I like that she's the reminder, too, that, hey, you can fight your dad at this point. You know, go fight your dad. The Norman Fan Club. The Pokeball doesn't fall far from the Poke Tree. It'd be a berry bush or berry tree or whatever the hell's going on. I don't understand. Alright, let's go heal up, I suppose. I'm very excited, as you can see. Ah! The other day, Dustin said I play the game sometimes like my characters are, I forget the term they use in Earthbound. Mushroomified or beshroomed. I don't remember what term they use. But ever since he said that, oh yeah, I do. You know, sometimes we make the character walk a bit. And it's not always in a certain direction, or in any particular direction. I don't, Nick. Yeah, I'm excited to getting over there and seeing what he's all about. Yeah. I like your message about the three-headed ape on. Sorry to step on that. Yeah. I don't, Nick. Yeah, I guess we'll be finding out kind of soon, huh? You know, I gotta think from Zombie Anton, he came up on our Discord and he He just invaded. No, he's a always welcome to contribute. He circled, and it is that cave. It's the one we've been going to, but I don't think we can do what we need to do in there until maybe we have the, because when we beat that last gym leader, when we beat Flannery just now, I didn't see anything about like strength. I was kind of skipping over some stuff quickly, but well, I mean, yeah, Petalburg, he's a grass Pokemon champion. Or league, what? Gym leader, yeah. How you doing, Nick? Welcome. I saw a Houndour out here running around, and we missed it earlier. I am willing to walk around a little bit longer for that, but just, you know, what the heck? Let's do it. Feel a little bit better after, yeah, I'm getting kind of hydrated here. And been a weird day. I haven't felt 100% throughout a lot of it, but I want to be able to get maybe another 45 in if we can, something like that. It's Growlith's ready to go. Yeah, still no. Oh wait, I must have missed it in that text. Now we have the strength to move boulders, and this is gonna pop out in that other, like, you know, that other cave entrance we were seeing. Excuse me. I mentioned this earlier, but I'm really excited to see a buddy perform tonight. It's the end of his sort of like it's a showcase at the end of several levels at this one improv and sketch school that is very competitive. And he's made it to the point now where it's like after this, you're at that point you can be cast and kind of brought up to like doing the regular shows and stuff, and but not until you finish this particular level of it. And yeah, it's really competitive, and yeah, it's tough because you have to like basically like pass 3 levels. There's some schools that do comedy, improv, sketch writing, stuff like that, and there's not necessarily like a pass-fail system or something, and this one does have that. And he's been at it for several years because the classes they're like not available that regularly, you know, or there's just a bunch of folks and it's like limited classes and stuff. So once you get up to the top levels too, it's like there's not that many folks who are teaching those levels, so it's you can kind of just sit there for a while. But yeah. Anyway, I'm stoked for him. It'll be fun. Yeah, thanks, Nick. Yeah. Curious if we see, you know, before we like move on, we're just gonna see if we run into that Houndour. I didn't do anything in here yet, huh? Oh, something in there. What's in the center there? We're gonna be riding our bike up. Here we go. Let's see, before we do that, let's see this message here. Yeah. No worries, man. No worries at all. Please, thanks for the wall. Oh, man. Okay, good. All right, man. Yeah. Glad you skated with just with nothing serious, and it's dangerous, man. You know, you don't think too much about falling or balance or things like that until you wipe out. It's like, oh man, it all went sideways. Here we go. We got a Torkoal. Seems like a pretty badass Pokemon. Yeah. I know. I've had the close calls too, where it's I'm stumbling really bad, but I managed to pull out of it, you know, and like and then it's like that, just because I'm thankful for those, because I've had other times when it's just it's the slow-mo and you know you're going down. You don't even necessarily mean to like hold your hand or arm out, but it just happens, and bam. Yeah. Okay, let's be careful here. Let me make sure I don't screw this up. I think I can get a wing attack in on you, because I don't think that's going to do much. Yeah, glad you could get outside too, and it's good to keep moving. And I really missed that last week. The weather wasn't that great, and then I wasn't it was just difficult to get rolling in the morning. All right, let's get Slack off in here and see if we can yawn this thing to sleep. Smog.
I killed you.
I had a good view today of the I could see over to the ocean and stuff, and I'm always thankful when the air quality isn't that bad, or when at the very least I have a really clear view. It was funny because I did this run a little bit later than I meant to. Just took a while to get going. The further you get into the day, it's funny, you'll start to see the build up, and I could see it. It's like, although you had really good visibility, there was like, and I mentioned this on the stream before, but like a brown stripe, basically, that I could just see just hovering above the, kind of just above the city a bit, or like, right at the sort of top. There was just that one layer of, yeah, a lot of it is like, pollution, some of it clears out and stuff with like morning breeze, things like that. But yeah, because everything's like it's just this like giant basin or whatever, it's, when the air quality is already going to be bad, it can just kick a lot of stuff up, and of course there's a lot of like, particulate up in the air and stuff, so. Yeah, in this case, I don't think there's many fires nearby that, hopefully, I haven't heard of anything. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing. Catch this thing. There you go. Go to sleep. Torkoal seemed really stout. That one that we fought at that gym, so. Alright, another one to the Pokédex. We're up around 60 now, I think. It battles using energy it gets from burning coal. I found the I found the source of the brown stripe. When loosing smoke from its nostrils, it lets off a sound that is similar to a locomotive's horn. I like cherry pie is a good one. Yeah, or the cherry pie, a Pop-Tart. Broken up. The molten Pop-Tart. Just enough space. She's my cherry pie. Okay, another Pokemon. And then something big's going up here. Going on up here. Let's antidote it up. Tail's still in the lead, okay. Was it a fossil up here? What was I seeing? Old Amber! Parv put away the old amber in the key items pocket. How about little wisps of smoke? Okay, something tells me that's a key item we're gonna need. I mean, with it being old amber, I think, yeah, maybe we got a fossil situation, possibly? Do we have to climb down this part? Come on, buddy. Get your hopping on. Let's go. Hop it. Yeah, Nick. It's been a bit hit or miss. You know, last week I didn't run. We've had some rain the last couple weeks, kind of off and on. That's been at some weird times. Here we go. And the area I run gets a bit treacherous when it rains, you know. And so a combination of that, and then last week I just, you know, I don't know. I think I wasn't sleeping that well, and I found myself trying to get up in the mornings and really struggling. I'm glad I got one in today. But yeah. There was a little bit of the willpower issue last week, I think, too, mixed in with everything. But then it's tough because I ran today. You know, I mentioned that I got a little overworked, but I also, in some ways, I felt good in that I think there was some rest that was needed in there, maybe just not the week, you know, because I was starting to get a little buildup of, you know, like I've been running and it's been weird because like I'm still not fully back in shape, but it's less lungs that are bugging me most of the time, or, you know, your breath, or like, you know, and sometimes it's more like, you know, kind of a lot of like muscle cramps, kind of thighs, you know, buttocks, all that stuff. Like it's like I've lost a little bit of being in shape in terms of that, like, I don't know, just a little bit of muscle power, I think, that I got to build back, so it's weird. I feel like I needed maybe a day or two off, take a half, you know, take a run off or something like that, but we'll see. I may go tomorrow and try to just take it easy, just more to keep a day, keep a schedule, keep a date, you know. Let's get this coughing, shall we? Yeah, I hope you guys can get something in, you know, at least get a little stretching in. Try to get those workouts in. A long walk or anything helps. Oh, this is not, he's too strong. He's too strong.
Congratulations!
Do 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 do. Hey, Ichigo, welcome, buddy. How's it going, man? Welcome. I saw you earlier, you know, when I was having the technical difficulties. Saw you came through. How you doing, man? Happy Monday. Certainly lived up to its Monday-ish Mondayness. Yeah, that's right, Nick. Yeah. I know, man. I know I've lost a little bit of a step this last year because I've had trouble. It's been a lot more intermittent, the running has. I wasn't able to keep the, you know, kind of schedule that I did the last couple years. So I'm paying for it a little bit, but yeah, it's okay. Gonna keep at it. Try to get myself back in shape. Yeah. Riku, what's up? Welcome. Happy Monday. We just got ourselves a coughing.
Game over.
Getting up close to a coughing will give you a chance to observe through its thin through its thin skin, the toxic gases swirling inside. I like that little parenthetical clause they gave us. It blows up at the slightest stimulation. Happy Monday. There you go, Nick. Yeah. You see, he's our accountability buddy. Cough, cough. Cough, cough. There it is. I like that. I like that. Alright. Cough Cough has been added to the Pokédex. So, I don't know. We're going to continue out of here, maybe head over to main character's... Well, it's not his hometown, I guess, but head over to where his dad is stationed. Stationed as a member of the Pokemon League. Oh, hell yeah. Firestone. Cool. We can evolve a fire brand Pokemon with this fire stone. Good tip. Thank you. Thanks to Zombie Anson for reminding us to go check out this cave here. All right, let me see, guys. Let me get a... I want to play a little bit longer, but I need a quick bio break. So let me do that, and then, yeah, I'll try to BRB in just a couple minutes. See you soon. Hey guys, good to see you. Happy Monday. Thanks for hanging.
Hey!
We're gonna get back into the game here. I've got a little bit longer to play. Sorry, I just needed to get a quick break there. Also, snuck a couple bites out of or spoonfuls out of this shake. Made like a banana peanut butter protein shake. Oh well, with pea protein and yeah, I'd used like some chocolate almond milk in it. A frozen banana. And then I stuck it in the freezer. I made it earlier today, stuck it in the freezer, and then just pulled it out, put it in the fridge, and it managed to, you know, get that perfect, like, I don't know, the best. I haven't had one of these in a long time, but kind of like a Wendy's Frosty, you know? It's got the sort of ice crystals in it. Get it to that where it's still, you know, it's not liquidy, somewhere in between being, you know, not quite fully frozen yet, but yeah, somewhere. Just run. Ugh, why did I put Lazy Boy in? You fool. There was no need for that. At least Tails knows how to run away. Well, they have an item that lets them do it, I suppose, but... I do love peanut butter and banana, yeah. Elvis was onto something. Didn't he also... Wasn't there also sometimes something else crazy thrown in there? Like bacon or something? Wait, what am I doing?
The Game Master.
I feel like it was even weirder than just peanut butter and banana, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can't remember. This also sounds familiar, this combo too. On the stream, I should say. Yeah. Peanut butter, banana, and bacon. Wow. Yeah, it was. I didn't know if he did them all together, but yeah. Apparently it was peanut butter, banana, and bacon. Known as an Elvis sandwich or the Velvet Elvis. Or simply the Elvis. A sandwich with toasted bread, peanut butter, sliced or mashed banana, and occasionally bacon. That occasionally there, you know. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Show this thing off. A toast with bananas, peanut butter, and bacon. That it is. That doesn't look very good. I haven't had bacon in a while, but that bacon looks really fatty and really underdone. Like I feel like you'd want something a little crispier. You don't have to have it like, I don't know. But I don't know about that sandwich. Unknown, but I like it. Created by, unknown, but associated with Elvis Presley. Do you guys have any family members with any kind of bizarre to you or to some folks, you know, things that they would eat? I know, like, I'm trying to think of something in our family. Like, there used to be some of those, like older foods that you don't see more of. I used to see more of that stuff around the house, like, you know, Jell-O molds and stuff like that. I mean, you know, I don't live with, you know, I haven't lived with my with my mom, and it was the one making all this stuff in a very, very long time. So, but yeah, she did like peanut butter and banana, which I dig peanut butter and banana sandwiches. I think she had even mentioned the, like, the bacon at one point. I remember as a kid eating like hot dogs pretty much straight out of the pack. Which, you know, I think they're safe to do that. But yeah, just a nice salty Wiener Frank. Wiener/Frank.
The Game Master.
Blend up some PB, frozen banana oat milk. Oh yeah, that is really good, man. Yeah. Have you ever done the overnight oats thing, Ichigo? All that stuff is good in overnight oats, too. Yeah, licorice, yeah. I haven't had that much black licorice. But I've known people who like really, that's like they're really into licorice. So, that's funny. Well, your version sounds really good, Ichigo, yeah. Yeah, it can be, Nick. I like to cut the, you know, depending on what you know, people's taste, but for me, I think the key is, especially if you haven't had it before, kind of go light, you know, don't go too crazy on putting the peanut butter on the toast, and then with the bananas, cut them kind of thin, you know, go for some coverage, but you don't have to like stack the bananas and stuff. And what's back in here? I kind of just been searching around, you know, really half-heartedly, kind of looking more for another Houndour. Man, we haven't seen one of those. Just the one. Maybe they're more more easily available somewhere else. Hey! Yeah, Palpuck, yeah, that stuff is right. Yeah, I can taste it as you mention it. Yeah, that's I'm like, in my mind's eye, I've got a piece kind of like stuck, you know, in my gums right now. And waiting for the taste to go out. Riku said, I just started Kirby in the Forgotten Land today. I've never played that. What system is that one for, Riku? I've only played a little bit of Kirby. I beat Kirby 64 when we played it kind of recently. Oh. Heck yeah. Flamethrower hiding in the rock here. And look what's up in the... Look what's up there! Look what's up there, guys. I'm guessing this isn't in the original game, huh? For those of you who know Pokemon Emerald, we've got a... I think a... Is that a Moltres up there?
Oh my god, we're back again.
Yeah. It is good, Riku, yeah. The PB and banana is I dig that one. And I go kind of thick with all the ingredients, but yeah, I worked up to that for a while, yeah. Let's go get that thing. Go fight it. I guess I could just use a repel. Although, you know, I'm still holding out hope we see the Houndour. That's cool. Yeah, how are you liking it, Riku? Kirby games can be really fun. I played like a teensy bit of the first game. You got these rocks. It's, you know, it's your gamer intuition is clearly leads you to these rocks here. I'm glad we get rewarded for it. Yeah, I played the one for 64 a couple years ago. We had the Japanese version of that one. And That was my first like full attempt at a Kirby, you know, really first full play session of a Kirby even. But yeah, we went through that one and got all the crystal shards, I believe it is, or isn't that even part of the subtitle? It's been a while. A Triforce shards. But yeah, all the shards are, everything has shattered and I'm here just trying to pick up the pieces. Yeah, I should give it a shot. I've never really, I think I've, you know, I never owned that one for the Game Boy, so I think I fired it up on an emulator before, but that was about it. Yeah, I should try it sometime. Ugh. Doing everything I can to make this space feel comfy for now, but I am looking forward to our next place and maybe getting a standing desk. There's a couple places to explore around here before we leave, but yeah, look at this. Yeah, I'd like to try it sometime, Palpuck. Yeah, I really enjoyed Kirby 64, and then I want to play the one for Super NES too. It looks so good. I think we got a Moltres here. Let's see. I might have enough time for this fight. Let's see. How's our... Ah, the one that can put someone to sleep is asleep. Is fainted, so we're not in great shape. Might have to come back and get this guy. He's buried pretty deep in here, whoever this is. They are. This mythical Pokémon. Well, I know of Superstar, and I don't know what else there is, you know. The series is... Oops, don't do that. I don't know a whole lot about it. Yeah, I think you guys have recommended Superstar, I think? Oh, there's a Dreamland 3 for SNES as well. Cool, how's that one? Alright, let me try this fight. Let's see what we got.
Freaking what up, dude?
Look at this. We might not be ready for this thing, honestly. Alright, I didn't even think about that. If it's going to be level 50. Yeah, well, Tails isn't going to be doing much, but... Brace yourself for sand attack, Moltres. That's cool, Nick. I'd like to try it sometime, yeah. Sounds like a lot of Kirby games for Super NES. Yeah. Those titles are familiar, but yeah, I didn't know that they were all for, or, you know, just the actual, you know, name of the game itself is familiar, but yeah. I think we'll be coming back for this fight. We're not going to get a hit in, likely. Yeah, wow. We will get one hit in, potentially, right here. I guess I could have used a potion if I was thinking that through. I never realized there were that many titles for the Super NES. So it's cool to hear the feedback on those games, guys. Thank you for that. I'd like to give the NES one a shot sometime, too. Nick, you were playing that. It looks like it gets quite hard at the end. It's looking pretty crazy. I'm just gonna go for something a little... Yeah, I thought I'd try to confuse it if I could, and maybe I could get it to knock some of its own health down. Maybe we'd get lucky, but... A risky strategy, but let's see what we got. Pelican versus Phoenix. Absolutely. I think this will probably have to be the only good try I can give to the Moltres tonight. Sadly, I'm just starting to run out of time. Yeah, it's like, what? Really, man? Let's get a little more damage in if we can there, Dancer. That's right, you were playing on hard mode, huh? Yeah. It really, I remember as a kid, we rented Kirby, and I remember thinking like, man, this thing looks good, you know. This game looks great. And yeah, of course, it was quite a late game for the Famicom and NES. And yeah, Ichigo, right. I love the Pokemon in Smash Bros. That was a great addition. And seeing them in action in the Nintendo 64 Smash Bros, I just remember being so excited for that as a kid. This Moltres is gonna kill itself, I'm pretty sure. But hey, what can we do? I'm gonna give it a potion. Oh wow! Snapped out of its confusion right there. I don't know how many turns it had, but yeah, that's cool. We'll probably throw all these balls. I screwed up by not having Lazy Boy survive until this point. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, let's keep throwing them. Let's put out someone. Maybe Lucy can survive a hit. Let's see. Yeah. Chances are quite low, I'd say, Balbug right now. Yeah, but let's see. I would really... of course, everything would be so much better if I could... this thing to sleep. But even then, an uphill battle, you know? You can toss tons of Ultra Balls at these things and still not catch it. Speed won't go any higher. It's like I'm really trying to not just attack you every turn, okay? Trying to give you a chance. Go ahead and endure. It's going to be struggling before we know it. Guess it just gets one turn of struggle, probably. Oh, goodbye, A. Cornelia.
But before you leave...
A. Cornelia's gone. It clearly recognizes, you know, it respects Parv for some reason, even though we're very underleveled, you know, it seems like it respects our main character here. You're right, Nick, it wants to be caught. We don't have a revive, huh? I didn't even check that. I don't think I've... Oh, hey, look. My God. But is anything going to be able to survive long enough for, you know, for us? I need to be throwing balls at this thing, but let me, maybe it'll mess up and use one other non-fire. Yeah, there. Okay, it's missing. Wow, he really does want to be caught, I think. This thing wants to be caught. For real, though, let's try to catch it before it starts struggling. I don't know how much PP this thing has. I was gonna say, I saved, right? And I was like, yeah, we did. We saved a couple times beforehand. Moltres has got some fight left in it. This will probably be it. I don't even know if I should do a yawn. He's not gonna survive 2 turns. But will 2 Great Balls actually do it? I wanted to, Palpuck. I didn't, you know, I wanted to see if I could get Lazy Boy fixed up first, and all right. We can get that. Come on, streamer luck. Exactly. Let's see what happens. Oh, man, come on. Stay in the ball.
Thank you.
This is one of the most epic fights. Oh, you know what I have to do is I have to just forget that I'm playing and just talk over it, and then it's gonna happen mid-sentence. Come on, right? You know, if this isn't how you do it. Get in the ball! Oh, I wish that would have missed. Sorry, Lazy Boy. Oh, man, that was epic. This team gave it their all. I think Moltres was like, you know, at first it's all like, and then it saw this team of really under-level Pokemon, and it was like, it's all that we didn't have any quit in us until now, I guess, you know. And then it raised a fire eyebrow or something. Oh, maybe. That was a good try. That was sweet. Hey, thank you, Anton, for letting us know that, you know, we should pop inside that cave for sure. I did miss it originally on the way down, so I might not have seen it. Got I think some amber, some, you said that was for the, oh yes, thank you. I don't think I saved yet, did I? Hope not. No. Yeah. Good point there, Nick. I do want to reset. Do. Controls, restart the game. Here we are. Yep, cool. Sweet. Just before the Moltres fight, you know, I don't think that we're quite, we had it about as close as it could get. We just, you know, ran out of team, sadly. And then, you know, Great Balls, it's going to be an uphill battle, but it can be done. Yeah, well, that's cool. You know what, guys? I got to wrap it up, so I'm just going to... We already got the save here. Let's just leave it here. And when we play tomorrow, we might take another... We're up here already, so maybe I'll try to revive Slack Off and get another run in. Just one more pass at this thing while we're up next to it. Otherwise, we come back to it at some point. You know, obviously it's level 50. We don't have to be that high a level, but we're nowhere close, so... it'll be cool to see if we can wrangle this thing. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Get ready to head out. So let me see if anybody is streaming right now. Thank you so much for chilling. This was a fun one. I had a good time. Thanks, and thanks for cheering me through that one, Nick, Palpuck, Ichigo. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you guys. Everybody else too came in, chatters. This has been a fun stream. I've enjoyed myself. I was worried about it. I was bummed out when you know, we had the technical issues. Looks like Rotes is still playing, so we'll go hang out with Rotes. That'd be cool. All right, guys, I've got a short little collage for you. Let's do that, and then I'm gonna hit the road. Let me go here. Hit the schedule. This has been fun. Thank you for hanging. All right, we're going to try to do it up this week. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, same to you guys. I hope you guys have a good week. I'll be back, try to be back tomorrow doing more Emerald, hoping to get a decent start time for you guys. We'll take another stab at Moltres, maybe not a stab, another attempt at catching it. Is there no music here? What's going on? Where's my triumphant, happy music? You know, we're at the end of the stream, you know. There it is. Cool. I'll go. This sounds good. Oh, not triumphant, but I like it. Yeah, something you could dance to. All right, guys. I'll see you back for some more tomorrow for some more Emerald. Give me a couple minutes. I'll get you over to Rotes. We'll just do a short collage. That's it, guys. Good night. Bye-bye. Thanks for salvaging what could have been a tough Monday stream. Adios, guys.
Stop whining, kid. Nobody wants to compete against a crybaby.
Do the Macarena!
Where are you?
Pika pika! Pika pika! Pikachu!